The Stadium of Light seemingly has been a bit of an unhappy place this week. Head coach Michael Beale spoke about being confused about the pressure on him at his door as he defended himself amongst criticism from his own fans, as they haven't viewed his appointment as a successful one so far, just a few weeks into his tenureship as Sunderland's head coach. So far, not so good for him, despite Sunderland being right in the mix for the playoffs, which is far from completely gone from their grasp by any means. Sunderland make 2 changes from the defeat versus Hull 8 days ago, as Bart and Burstow are in for Pritchard and Russin as it's 2 changes in the attacking areas. While Stoke themselves make 5 changes after the Birmingham City defeat, with 2 toward the final third of the pitch in Tyrese Campbell and Sead Haksabanovic looking to be the players to strike more unwanted misery on Sunderland. Whilst for Stoke, Stephen Schumacher, who is their head coach these days, has overseen an improvement, but the unbeaten league start is over after Birmingham defeated them last time out on home turf. Here's Lyndon Gooch, back at the ground where he of course served with distinction. Was a Sunderland player last year, helping them reach the playoff semi-finals. Pei Jun-ho with a bit of room, and testing Anthony Patterson, and forcing the Sunderland shot stopper into a save. It was good nimble play from the South Korean, lovely turn to get away from Ekwa. Shot from range, one that Patterson was able to be equal to and to keep out. Berha goes off bar. Here's now Dan Neal, away from one Stoke challenge. Now finds it to the feet of Jack Clark, where he loves to be, towards the final third. Now to Bar, inside the penalty area, goes down. It's come to Clark, who skies it over the bar. Well, there were no time for Sunderland players to shout their protestations at the referee where they felt they might have had a penalty, because it went straight into Clark, who fires it over the bar. There was Abdullah Bart looking to take on Huta Berha. He goes down. Nothing wrong, says the ref, as Clark strikes over. Well, suspended for Real Madrid today, so deciding to take in Sunderland Stoke to watch his younger brother Job for Jude Bellingham today. Hume on now to Clark in an onside position. Into the Stoke penalty area he goes. Now to Ekwa. Shot goes in. Into the side netting. Well, Pierre Ekwa was the player to receive the pass from Jack Clark. Shot came in. It was well blocked by Thompson, actually. Well, he really is a man under pressure, is Mick Beale. He's had just 7 games at the helm of Sunderland, and already his own fans, some of them anyway, calling for him to be given the axe. By Sealt, not the best ball. Stoke have won it. Sunderland are struggling to clear. Here's Luke Cundle, denied well by Patterson, who saves. Here's now Campbell. Cross will be sent in to the penalty area. He's come to Jun-ho, blocked by 09, back into Cundle, who can't keep the effort down. Well, it's a wasted chance for Luke Cundle and for Stoke City, who really probably feel like they should be in front at the very least. Came into Pei Jun-ho, 09 in the way of it, straight back out to a Stoke player. It was Luke Cundle who was the player to come onto it for the rebounded effort. One though that he fires over. I'm just deciding the best thing to do is to just send it to the halfway line. Put in by Neal. Here's Joe Bellingham. Now to Clark, just lets it run across him. Has the better of Lyndon Gooch, does he? Taking him on. Gets the shot away. Saved well by Everson. Bar with header down into Burstow, and Sunderland have the lead. He's had it tough so far on Wearside as Mason Burstow, but finally he's able to say he's a goal scorer for Sunderland, and it's a goal to really help his head coach Mick Beale and help the player himself. Well, Jack Clark gets the better of Lyndon Gooch on the outside, then slows down, takes him on again, gets the shot away, up in the air from Everson's save, but does brilliantly to head down into the path of Burstow. Deflects off of Ben Wilmot, the Stoke City centre-back, and into the back of the net, and Sunderland are in front here at the Stadium of Light. It's been a pretty torrid season if you're a Sunderland striker. And Mason Burstow helps himself to his first of the season. Of course, when these two sides met early in the campaign, it was two different managers at the helm, in Alex Neil for Stoke and Tony Mowbray then of Sunderland. Cross into the penalty area, there's Tyrese Campbell, and as he faced the goal and got the shot away, he seemingly has sent it into Rose Ed. Well, they managed to forge a chance out of it, did Stoke. Campbell, lovely flick up, but as he turned and shot, it was one he couldn't keep down. Jun Ho. The best touch by Haksabanovic. Sunderland get it clear. But now into Jack Clark. Battling with Lyndon Gooch. Holding him off for now. Going on the inside of him. Laying it off towards Abdullah Ba. And it's 2-0 Sunderland. Well, it's an easy, simple finish for Abdullah Ba. Puts it in past Daniel Everson. They ended the first half in strong fashion. Now they've started the second half the exact same way. Jack Clark brilliantly laying it off to Abdullah Ba, who had the freedom of Sunderland to pick his spot and beat the goalkeeper, which he does superbly and calmly. And it's now Sunderland 2, Stoke City 0. And they now have breathing space. Well, Bill really does need this result as it stands. Counterpart, not so much. Enjoying the performance and results so far. Vidigal. Sends the ball into the penalty area, under control from Lloris, who hits it wide. Well, he was aiming for the corner of Patterson's goal. It went past the goal and wide. Over the head of Lowe, into Lloris, on his chest. Lowe, and tried to be precise with his finish, but was just a little bit off with the direction of the finish. Lloris. Now to Everson, who of course only arrived this month on loan from Leicester City. Ekwa knocked onto Ba. Plays it back to Ekwa, and there is the third. Finished off nicely by Pierre Ekwa. Arrows it in to leave the Stoke City goalkeeper Daniel Everson with absolutely no chance. As the Sunderland fans are certainly enjoying what they're seeing from their side this afternoon. Well, Ba with a lot of time again to find a pass this time rather than shoot, and who he found was Ekwa, who finishes off smartly. And like a seasoned pro, just gets it in low, past the keeper. And seemingly this place before kickoff was all doom and gloom. Not the case, as Ekwa takes the applause and the acclaim. By 09, straight though to Baker. Jun Ho. And by Gooch, it goes in there and it's off Sealt, and it's gone beyond his goalkeeper Patterson. And Stoke are on the score sheet, albeit from a Sunderland player in Jensen Sealt. Well, Steven Schumacher has had nothing to cheer about in this game, and given the scoreline, he certainly isn't going to be jumping up and down after that. Gooch's delivery right into the penalty area, right at the heart of the Sunderland defence, and Sealt just tries to knock it back to his goalkeeper Patterson, but it's just gone off his thigh, off the post and in. And it might have just taken the faintest of touches off Dan Ballard. That might have just put Sealt off. And it's 3-1. Well, there is the full-time whistle. How Sunderland needed that after the last few weeks and performances that they put in. And particularly needed for Mick Beale, the Sunderland head coach. It's back-to-back defeats for Stoke and their new boss, Stephen Schumacher. But Mick Beale, a man under increasing pressure, may have just eased it a bit, courtesy of 3 goals, 1 from Mason Burstow, his first since signing a loan from Chelsea. Abdullah Ba followed up with the second right at the start of the second half to make it 2-0. And Pierre Ekwa adding a third, and his third of the season in total, and his first since September. A big win for Mick Beale, a big win for Sunderland. The Sunderland fans expected, and how they got it. Full time, Sunderland 3, Stoke City 1.